Sango Lucas ya be na mesa pass mama ke ko fay mori mi ngadi fe nangondo ke wengere. He enjaborie nabora kote nabora ifo me amanyanga o kombiru. Sakaba se kaka esungu mbanya ndabo sa kutaka buri bubandabo. Nibo si basa kata karuba. Ya yo. Baya o ma wo ke ta bo maroko bongo o ta mori mi nga bo baya o ma wo ke ta bo maroko babo bongo o ta mori mi nga bo baya o pe me ke mati mambo ka bongo ondo ke wengere pere mo kingari penda monango toboro mori mi nga mari penda mo monengo ndoke ya yo Tango pausi bokai bere boka bana bakpaki boka riari o ta mori mi ngambo baya o ma boke ta bo maroko o ta mori mi ngambo baya o pa nega mati mambo ka o ta mori mi ngambo baya o pa nega mati mambo ka babo bongo
Plenty people don't die. They die for mortuary. God keep you, they are alive. How many people believe that God keep we? I want me you tell your neighbor. No be man.
Oriki mango, mwana obase. I have a testimony, yes, what Jesus has done for me. Nobody can do what Jesus has done for me. Dugu ichomo mure mune, ikanu wae okarana limba. Yeah, ahore limba borako nebene. Choma sa ahore limba. Choma sa ahore limba. Jido bora yirangwa bamuni. Choma sa ahore limba. As soon as see me today, so no be none work for my brother na favor. If you do marry sister, make you no post to my sister na favor. Some women them no get pikin, say you get pikin make you the bender na favor. Not he that willeth, not he that runneth, he that the Lord showeth mercy. Yo good na favor. Everything when you get tempted, make you no make mouth, my brother, na favor. Some women they're beautiful past you, they never get married, no boost, na favor. So boys they handsome more than you, they no get wife for married, brother, na favor. Ahore limba boroko nebene, choma sa ahore limba. Anyelimba finda we, choma sa ahore limba. Sumiani mo mabongo wa wiki mwana ose, mutu wa sevene le mo. Sumiani mo mabongo, sumiani mo mabongo, sumiani mo mobicha kori. Bonene fe mo se fari kisene chai. Sumiani mo mabongo, sumiani mo mabongo, sumiani mo mobicha kori. Yawokia, kawasa mukwame uwamba, njisto saka mureri. Anangare mbawe yonda cheneni, yaudi fero rarirori. Asangize mbairingiri, alikere mbawe njache rori. Orina ire imene, kekenge ndeke wiko kayaro. Jiso kawale mbabongo, obase yonemba. More mwabe na njongoro, yoberi pememba. Osikire limba ekokoro, ogosofa bakoko ibamba. Nebene, okise mamu sobomboro. Eroko yambana okune, banjo kazamo. Yate barongera. Choma sa ahore limba. Choma sa ahore limba sakwe. Banjo sopora tirangweri bamoni. Maya wa ahore limba. Jizo boredi we kano. Nebene yomba manyaka. Bekalimba itangano wai. Bekalimba litirangweri. Bemelimbore ya ubaso rongera. Nebene litimba. Kabukwe mifei. Hey, Jesus okena. Choma sa ahore limba. Ahore limba boroko nebene. Choma sa ahore limba. Anyelimba finda. Choma sa ahore limba. Ahore limba boroko e. Choma sa ahore limba. Ahore limba boroko nebene. Choma sa ahore limba. Ombeni mori no mwa. Sumiani mo mabongo bamoni. Yeah. Sumiani mo mabongo. Ne. Bago boroko e. Sumiani mo mobiti akori. Mobiti atingederi sumiaba mabongo e. Moni gasani mo. Sumiani mo mabongo. Ne. Bago boroko e. Sumiani mo mobiti akori. Hey. Jesus okena. Choma sa ahore limba. Ahore limba boroko nebene. Choma sa ahore limba. Anyelimba finda. Choma sa ahore limba. Ahore limba boroko e. Choma sa ahore limba. Ahore limba boroko nebene.
di jansi ngajunga moketa la koife umani mokenge ikomo enimina ngomo bato basali
bajabo yoke betondiye bamangwere bokimo misiki ya no tunai bajabo yoke ngana banga bamangwere bokimo misiki ya no tunai
baba sali ngo na bato meke fondo be sambo na me kopa kimami na bato nyoko sambo
bajabo yoke betondiye bamangwere bokimo misiki ya no tunai bajabo yoke ngana banga bamangwere bokimo misiki ya no tunai banjae banjae banjabo yoke ngana banga banjae banjae yo banjabo yoke ngana banga
Dr. Steve Naminjo Dantino Evolo Giradino Noboka Kae Nabanango Nibalaka Yeke Masonga Dinoye Inye Bano no Yokeme Nyomereka no Mawa Ekombe Ngawa Tirana Gari Bindi Owa Wata Peko Tibunya Tongi Inye Babanga Nario Mwana Noru Nambere Akoye no Mekoa Mbai Sebara Sekombe Nyokono Kenyo Kasakaka Mbai Sebara Tamboreke Manyu Meku Ngame TV Mbaisa ronga kai manyu marongi na begongo Mbaisa no swake manyu mekomo Mbaisa bana se ko mbele tamboleke ya nyonga Isa te utie gira tuli kabu Obororo amuri ya warungera moto munere wai Sikenane Aha So Nyo tamo yoke bana bu Mokoni ndi akata basambeli Mwamba fenda nilike na kombo Badeo Mwamba fenda nilike kwa na ndonga mkokoro Sango Eno Moni, President, the eye of the Manu people, Atlanta, USB. Ototela chance. Matani mabe tondi yankole, nusano yoke manava, omokondi nde basamberiye. Matani mabe tondi yankole, nusano yoke manava, omokondi nde basamberiye. Oh, bache tete, etone besinga, atilingwe, apomasa. Matani mabe tondi yankole, nusano yoke manava, omokondi nde basamberiye. Matani betondi yankole, matani mwana mboka kole, noso yoke ngana banda e. Banja, banja o. Banja yoke betondi e. Banja yoke ngana banga. Banja o. Banja yoke betondi e. Wawi ya mora mboka rage matono mango e. Iya tira sape o. Banja yoke betondi e. Banja yoke ngana banga. Banja yoke betondi e. Wawi ya mora mboka rage matono mango e. Dr. Solomon Basame, apakandi abo. Ose. Banja yoke betondi e. Banja yoke ngana banga. Banja, banja o. Banja yoke betondi e. Wawi ya mora mboka rage matono mango e. Babu Gwai. Yo bonire o. That's right. Go. Karanga ke matono mango wawi yo morango e. Woke ndombeli e koriye. Ai kondo pario. Karanga ke matono mango wawi yo morango e. Woke ndombeli e koriye. Oh wawi yo morango e. Karanga ke matono mango wawi yo morango. Wawi yo morango e. Oh wawi yo morango e. Karanga ke matono mango wawi yo morango. Wawi yo morango e. Nabakana bamarore ye. Omo kendi uye kwa. Wadi tambore neto e. Ironda marongi. Itambura nyonga barana. Ibe mosa business. Iswa mekobo. Isuka moko. Ikabise yo mate. Onife ngberi beko. Oombe sumberi kanage matono mango. Wawi yo morango e. Oke ndomberi e koriye. Iji. Amwe. Karanga ke matono mango. Wawi yo morango e. Oke ndomberi e koriye. Oh wawi yo morango e. Karanga ke matono mango. Wawi yo morango. Wawi yo morango e. Oh Junior, Ituka Masoma Emmanuel. Ose.
Arorite.
Omane.
Arorite.
Nandungai.
Arorite.
Yeye.
Arorite.
Nandungai.
Arorite.
Fenike.
Arorite.
Waraningom.
Ose.
Waraningom. Omoni. Waraningom.
Ose.
Waraningom. Aya. Waraningom.
Ose.
Waraningom.
Ose.
Oh, Morango Bangai, oh, Mora. Oh, Mora Kuba Bangai, oh, Mora.
Obasenjera, Asetuka Tunjera, Morona Kemenjera, oh, Mora, Jera.
Oh, Mora, oh, Mora. Oh, Mora Kuma Bangai, oh, Mora.
Obasenjera, Asetuka Tunjera, Morona Kemenjera, oh, Mora, Jera.
Tokwanye, Iana Ngole, Tokwani. Obani ya jale Tokwani. Watimase. Oh, Mora Mboya Bangai, oh, Mora. Oh, Mora Bangai, oh, Mora.
Obasenjera, Asetuka Tunjera, Morona Kemenjera, oh, Mora, Jera.
Ngoso, ngoso.
Sinamamosa,
Ngoso.
Sinamamosa,
Ngoso.
Sinamamosa,
Ngoso. Ngoso.
Sinamamosa,
Ngoso.
Sinamamosa,
Yayo.
Sinamamosa,
Ngoso, ngoso.
Sinamamosa,
Iya, Fidel.
Sinamamosa,
Ngoso.
Sinamamosa, 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 Sinamamosa,
Zango Kion Sala.
Sinamamosa,
Ose. Bokani dwarana na moko nge ya winya woko. Omboka foko. Toma lo kiri we. Lo maestro. Sango po banlo. Lo seul ingénieur du son diplômé. Kumba. Amori ya wasu ondaro. Na basu ikoro wasu ombokae. Unde kuki ya suwake ombokae. Nana buwa wanu na kenje ni moyo. Iya yongwe mispa morukule. Keka wasu kono ngwene. Mama na mori ya wasu ondaro. Na basu ikoro wasu ombokae. Unde kuki ya suwake
Iya ndobe tabakata. Iya ibonga wa bakundu. Jaswara umekimasu. Meki masuro selwaka iyo misoe Mamboka imasuro selwaka iyo miso Omeki masuro selwaka iyo misoe Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo misoe Chief Mokete Joseph Nebale Ebolimbao Imameki masuro selwaka iyo misoe Mamboka imasuro selwaka iyo miso Omameki masuro selwaka iyo misoe Nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo misoe Chief Honorable Motasembo David bana bapangani jaso wara ekondo jaso wara imame kima suro se waka iyo iso na bana wanda boro se waka iyo iso jaso wara ekondo jaso wara imame kima suro se waka iyo iso na bana wanda boro se waka iyo iso tata kalo aisi banyangi ontiko balana ba meme ontiko batata na baiya ontiko na bana ontiko ekondo biyamba o jaso wala Pastor elakwe esoe ndo tajekeli kanyangi ontiko balana ba meme ontiko batata na baiya ontiko na bana ontiko ekondo biyamba o jaso wala Tatankimani obase okesananga yo imame kimasue serwakaiya obiso nabananda bolo serwakaiya obiso imame kimasue ebeno omekimasue serwakaiya obiso nabananda bolo serwakaiya obiso 3 Mokete King Solomon. Fire! Give money, don't money. Give money, don't money. Give money, give money, don't money. Give money, don't money. Ayok Nyanga International, Ira Bagari, Among, Etok, Yete.
Asori Mega, Johnson Kinavota, Asori Mega. Johnson Kinae, Asori Mega, Johnson Kinavoma, Asori Mega, Johnson Kinae. Asori Mega, Johnson Kinavota, Asori Mega, Johnson Kinae, Asori Mega, Johnson Kinavoma, Asori Mega, Johnson Kinae.
Michel Okole Sakwe.
Botane mama, mega ibri, mande ma ogonya ama sari. Kemu pio atone ngiri, atone bebente, atone mpa. Awo temsiba wo mbankam. Sero bebe mbonyo. Baba mbero kati. Sero bebe mbonyo. Botane mama Johnson Kina. Mega ibri. Oh no. Aha. Mavingue, Mouerentova Yok Nyanga International.
Arresta Piaget.
Oh no!
President IA Dr. Clementine Ebenye Nanje. Oka United States of America. IA Oka Isananga Iyo. Give money. Don't money. Give money. Don't money. Give money. Wawedi mana wale muko. Evoke kiaka.
and I am Comfort Con for your humble servant. Thank you once again for joining in. Thank you for always being there, and please remember to share and invite everyone to join us on board. So today, tonight, yeah, we are honored with the presence of a great team from Meme County. As we all know, that the Amber War Draft is hitting the K Town tomorrow. So with me here in the studio, I have the honor to present to you Comrade Divine Elangwe, who is a spokesperson for Konye local government area. Comrade Divine, you are welcome to County Roads.
Fritz?
Hello? Is
No, Comrade Divine is not yet connected. This is Comrade
all right.
Fritz.
All right. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you, comrade, for being there. Thank you so much. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, while Comrade Divine is still connecting to join us live, we am also happy to present to you Comrade Freight, who is the spokesperson for Meme County and equally for Kumba local government area. Comrade Freight, you are welcome to County Roads.
Thank you very much for this special invitation. I'm very proud
Thank
to be here and to represent my county. And I'm going to be glad to answer all your questions and to tell all the people of Meme that we are proud people and we will do something for this draft. Thank you very much.
you. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, before you we finally start, I would like to say that you look really great, great attire out there representing the Meme
Thank you.
County. Yeah, so apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, one of the great voices we're going to be listening to today or tonight is one of ours who is there every minute, every second to make sure that homeland happens as soon as yesterday. I am talking here about our own comrade, Paul Nilo, who is one of the spokespersons for this great county of Meme. Comrade Paul, once again, you are welcome to County Roads.
Thank you very much, Mama Comfort. I want to salute all our we are here about to talk about the county draft,
Okay.
which is the grand finale with the which more talk for to express that they go fit here we go here. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Comrade Paul. I just really hope that your network or your data really behaves themselves because, like you just said, if I heard you well, today is the grand finale of the Ambazonia War Draft, and it is hitting uh, the great county of Memek, the county of Kumba, K Town. So we are really happy tonight that we are here. We have gone this far, 13 weeks or a bit less, about 10 to 12, about 13 weeks, just looks like it's just 13 days ago. That is how far we are gone, and this is how far we are going with the revolution. So we are happy that we are here. And like we would say, Cape Town is the last and not the least. And I hope that we all are here tonight to buckle up in order to make it happen, to make Cape Town ungovernable to the enemy, the Republic of Cameroon, and why not governable to us Amazonians because we own the land. So once again, dear televiewers, you are welcome, and please do well to share widely because we can't talk about Cape Town without numbers. I'll also use this opportunity to extend a word of greeting to our dear televiewers who are watching us all over the sub-Saharan Africa on satellite. I greet you all, our comrades who are in Kenya, those who are watching us from Mali, those who are watching us from Gabon, those who are watching us from Equatorial Guinea, from Malawi. I greet to all those who are watching us from Nigeria, and why not those who are with us live on YouTube. I say hello to you all. And so, once again, dear comrades, thanks for accepting our invitation. And before we go ahead, I would like to know, is Comrade Divine ready? Comrade Divine, are you there? Okay, at some point we are going to get a signal that he is here, and then we can go from there. We'll be able to introduce him to you again. So that said, I would like to do just what we do. It's a tradition on this platform. We always love to honor our fallen heroes. We always like to pay tribute even to our dear brothers and sisters and children who are suffering back home as internally displaced persons. We pay tribute to our prisoners of conscience, to our refugees suffering in Nigeria, other parts of Africa. We think even about those who are now they are in the middle of nowhere, going to wherever to nowhere. The only thing they know that they are coming from home, a home that has gone wrong, and so we think about them, we remember them as we fight to restore our dignity. So that said, Comrade Paul, I would like to give you the honor to observe a minute of silence in honor of our fallen heroes and respect to our suffering people back home. Thank you. Comrade Paul, can you hear me, please? Without which, Comrade Fritz, can you hear me? Can you hear me well? Because so far you are the best that
Yes,
I've got so far with the
yes,
network
I can
producer.
hear
So,
you
oh,
wide and clear.
yes, please, could you please take this honor to pay tribute to our fallen heroes and our suffering people back home and all over the world? Thank you.
Yes, so I want to uh, tell our people that we have lost great people, and I want to say that it would be better for me to pay tribute by singing the anthem.
All right, the choice is yours.
Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to sing the Ambazonian anthem, and for the respect, I'm going to remove my hat
All
for our
right,
fallen
thank you.
heroes. Hail, hail, hail this land of glory. We the Ambazonians pledge our loyalty. Praise the Son, our Savior, who granted us the freedom. Allegiance to the heroes who bore the land with their blood. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Yeah, in a nation flowing with milk and honey. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making we a nation a joy forevermore. Amazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our needs. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the watchman of this nation. Thank you very much.
All right.
That's the
Thank
comfort.
you, Comrade Fritz. Thank you so much for honoring our fallen heroes, respect to our suffering people. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into County Roots, which is our weekly program. As you all know, County Roots is a platform, it's an educational platform where we come here to find out who we are. As we all know, we are in the process of rewriting our history, and why not? We want to trace our roots. We want to know exactly where we came from. We want to confirm that exactly this is where we came from. Who are we? What do we have? What is ours? What is not? What do we have to tell the world, to show to the world, to sell to the world? So, where that said, we are going to actually just delve into business as we call on our own Comrade Fritz to kindly tell us. Comrade Fritz, I have heard many people refer to Kumba. I know Dear televiewers, you would just be patient with me because Meme County to me is Kumba, just like Mezam County is Bamenda, or the whole entire northern zone is Bamenda. So if you hear me recurrently use the word Kumba, I am just referring to the entire Meme County. And so please bear with me. So that said, Comrade Fritz, if you could, Kumba, Cape Town is a place that we Amazonians know of. Everybody knows about it. But not everybody as such, because we have other brothers and sisters from Africa who are watching with us, and they're surely eager to visit Amazonia immediately we are free. Many people do refer to Kumba as the green city. What does that really mean? If you could use that situation or that scenario, I don't know, that description to add a more bit of vivid description to what Kumba is to us or Meme County. Let's know, please. Comrade Fritz.
Yeah, thank you. I'm privileged to be here today, and as the chairperson and the LGA chair said, that I should greet all the Amazonian people, that I should greet all the viewers today. So they send greetings, and they said that I should give all their blessings to all the televiewers today. So when it comes to Kumba, Kumba plays a very vital role, not only within the Meme County, but in Ambazonia as a whole. And the past years, we have seen that Kumba is an economic hub, the economic capital. And we know that Kumba has a lot of role to play in terms of agriculture, in terms of the political scene, in terms of the culture, and all those. So for the side of economy, Kumba has all the crops that you can think of, from cocoa to coffee to timber, oil, everything you can think of. That is a green side of Kumba, the green, vegetation and everything you need as food crops or crop, you will find them in Kumba. That's where they call Kumba, this green, the greenness in Kumba,
Right.
that's what, there's a field in the center of Kumba called Town Green, because derived its name from that greenness of Kumba. That anything you plant in Kumba, anything you invest in Kumba, anything you have in Kumba, you achieve in Kumba. So that's where you have that name, the greenness in Kumba.
All right. Thank you so much for that vivid description of Cape Town. And that said, I don't know. You just said that Kumba is the economic hub of that region, because it is also known to every other person, not only to us in Amazonia. Kumba is a business hub not only to Amazonia but to neighboring La République du Cameroon and even Nigeria's. Could you please tell us more about this? Do they do export, import, or what are the business activities? What is it that brings everybody to Kumba for business?
Yes, the central nature of Cuba and its neighborhood, all the Mbonge, have like seaport, just like you have in Victoria, you know. And before, most of the Nigerians, because Kumba has the most Nigerians population in Amazonia, who are there for business, so more than 50% of Kumba businesses are Nigerian people. So, in Kumba, you have a quarter called Igbo quarter, because most of the Nigerians live in that quarter. And when you remember Kumba, before you had this what we call awarawara, means that it was this trade between Nigeria and Amazonia, you know. So when you go to the Mbonge beach, that's where the goods were coming in from that side, you know. And later on, the government had to block that area. Just like you have Limbe and all these border towns, has that same opportunity and that benefit that we are having border with, Africa's #1 economy, Nigeria. So there's no doubt in it that we are very blessed that once we open that Mbonge port, be the same thing that will be happening, like has been happening since in the days when we joined La Republique. La Republique just blocked that port because they want us to be buying and shipping, but in Douala. When we have port in Limbe, we have port in Bonge, which is Kumba. So this advantage has been there for long. Before, goods were very cheap. So Nigerians bought their goods from Nigeria and come and sell in Kumba. It was very, very cheap. But when they blocked that port, that Bonge port, it became so difficult that people had to go and buy in Douala, you know. So Kumba played that role that people came from Manfe, people came from Muyuka, people came from Mundimba, only to come and buy their goods in Kumba. That's why Kumba has that central nature. And it's a hub, cultural hub, apart from political and economic hub, but it plays a role as a multicultural hub that Kumba has Bafors. In Bafors are the native, but he has the Balungs, the Bakundus, you know, the Bakosis, the Barombis, all make up Kumba. So that's the beautiful nature of Kumba.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you really so much, Comrade Fritz, for that great explanation. And it is clean and clear, ladies and gentlemen. Why are we here tonight? Why is Kumba sitting here tonight, really talking to us? Why are we selling Kumba tonight? Because we want to secure a place to call home for ourselves. So it's a kind of trading our home in order to secure home for ourselves. And you see, if you can hear from what Comrade Fritz has just said, there is every reason you can pick it out for yourself. You can make it out to see that these people, La République du Cameroon, or France through La République du Cameroon, what they need is what we've got. They need the greenery as painted by Comrade Fritz. That is what they need from Amazonia. They need they need the cash crops. They need the money that comes out of this place. They need the minerals. They need all the natural resources, but they do not need us. That is why they are doing everything possible to get us out of their way so that they can have what they want. But unfortunately, just like the president said in one of his speeches a few days ago, Dr. Sako says, if La République du Cameroon does not want to move out of Amazonia, we are going to force them to run out of homeland. So, Comrade Fritz, before we bring in Comrade Paul, as we can see him showing up, do you really think that this draft is going to change the game on the ground,
Yes,
especially in Meme County? Yeah.
yes. We have seen all the 12 counties done their draft, and we see Momo, sitting all the counties, and we are coming tomorrow to do the same. We want to challenge all the counties, and Meme and Kumba and Konye and Bonge GAs are ready tomorrow to challenge. Why are we drafting? We are drafting back our country. We are drafting to support our boys on the ground. We are drafting to make sure that we defend ourselves as the United Nations stipulates. Self-defense is a right. And we are standing tomorrow to call all our brothers from Meme, our sisters from Meme, to come and join us to draft, because this draft has a lot of advantage. It will make us secure our area, it will make our area safe, it will make our area free from these kidnappings, free from this kind of harassment, free from all these kind of fake amber boys who are there just to make money. And we want to make sure that we build a very strong and solid military, because before we had our Ambazonia police, you remember we had our police force, the mobile police. So we want to build our police and our military to make sure that they are disciplined, because only a disciplined force can win a revolution. That's why we are trying to do, and we believe that this draft will make that happen. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, Comrade Paul, once again, you are very welcome to County Roads. We just hope that things are going to go well because we really want to hear from you tonight. So, if you were listening to us, thank you for smiling. That sounds like you can hear us. So, if you were listening to us and you heard what Comrade Fritz said, especially making us understand that Kumba is the business, the political hub of the entire nation, or both nations, both Amazonia, Republic du Cameroon, and why not Nigerians. So do you have something to add to what Comrade Fritz just said about that? Just before you, yeah.
Yeah, once again, I want to thank the ABC televiewers for being with us this evening. Like I said, I always want to explain in pidgin because I want to go down. I want to thank the spokesperson for Meme, Comrade Freaks, for the detailed explanation, for a detailed explanation where you don't give them about Meme. Like you know, Kumba, now the headquarter for Meme, and for colonial period, it means that time where La Republique be still in control. Kumba na the economic capital, Meme na the economic capital for the then Southwest. As Amazonia don't take a stand, they don't transfer that portfolio, send now for Northern Zone. But Kumba remain the capital. The Meme County remain the capital for this struggle for Southern Zone. The Mami for this struggle for Southern Zone. Now, we'll talk about the Green City. The Green City now the economic boom. The economic Southern the Meme County they provide for Amazonia, and not only for Amazonia, for the entire when we be still there with La Republique. Meme County, which is Kumba as the headquarter, it is like the bread basket. It get economic potential from Mbonge to Konye. Where did they come out of these places? It come for Kumba, where they transport out of Amazonia. It feed not only Amazonia, also La Republique. So, like what way the spokesperson don't talk, La Republique don't take advantage of what we will get. They tap we out what we will get, suck we of what we will get. They don't care about we. They don't care about we well-being. They don't. I want to tell you just one thing. The reason why we get for fight for take back we land. Make una look that school that where they don't put up for where they for Kumba, where La Republique install for Kumba. That particular school, 80% for that school na francophone. Now French people where they come on La Republique, 80% now French people where they come on La Republique. It means that they give they sell we go, then the whole rope. They go give we school, then they tie rope, they put all their picking, and the same thing way it happen for University of Goya.
Right.
So time don't reach where we get for reclaim all these things them back. Time don't reach where La Republique get for pay with debt. I want more, for example, when I look what it come for Bafaka. If on an amount of crops, cash crops, it come only from Bonge alone. No talk of Konye. It plenty. Now which cocoa, now which kind chop? The richness of Meme, it don't make her if you come for they send La colonial officer from La Republique bring her for Kumba. They don't ever want to go back. You see policeman, it go within 3 months, you already buy 10 houses. You see gendarme within 1 month where she don't for Kumba. You see SDO, that colonial SDO them, colonial official them. If you see these people, they make amount wealth. Now why don't they no one leave Kumba? But time don't reach where they go leave Meme alone. And that now be the time. When you hear Green City, now because it always flourish. It provide. Now bread basket. Now mommy, where it provide for the whole country. Now, mami for abundance. They don't destroy everything will be getter. They only want take. They want take. They want collect na collect. Now soldier they are picking them. They want only collect na collect. They don't even care about we where be. Now marketing board that it don't close. Now Cameroon bank that it don't close. Now PWD for Kumba Town it don't close. Time don't reach where we get for rise up. And that time now.
Right.
Not be tomorrow. Not be tomorrow. So that the small contribution that I get them for art for wait way with spokesperson it don't talk concern wait way we know about Meme County.
Right.
Konye they una go look Konye. The amount of cocoa way they come up for Konye. The road not there for go Konye. Man not even talk Bonge. Bonge just then and so abandon. They not only for camp for Bafaka. Move goal. Block fence their play with the fifth fence and move goal for them. Now helicopter the transporter. Me and you know not way they remove and the one way they remove they exploit and for day. Time don't reach where we get for stand for we feet. Where we get for fight till the last man standing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Comrade Paul. I think the need for us to actually get these people on their heels as they leave homeland cannot be overemphasized. These days, we just want to reduce talking to acting. Let's reduce talks. Talk, they say, is cheap. That is what Ma Iringwa says, and I know exactly what she means, especially knowing her even more and what I giving her more respect this season of award than I've ever respected her before. She would say talk is cheap. These days we are just going to be wise enough to reduce how much we talk and go acting. And acting here means dipping our pocket or our hands deep down the pockets, just letting these dollars flow, just splashing them out, because that is what it takes to get them forced out of homeland. They are just out there for all of these things that we're listing. We have sung all of these songs of these people are stealing from us, and we're tired of listening to this music. Let's get them out of homeland. I think that's just way to go. Before I move on, Comrade Walter Che says people came from all walks of life to trade in Cape Town. I used to buy goods in Cape Town and sell in Douala. I was having a store in Douala, Cameroon. Every backdoor deal that the good and the bad and the ugly find it in Cape Town. I like the last clause of this phrase, or of the last of this sentence, this whole write-up. He says, every backdoor deal, the good, the bad, and the ugly, you can actually find in Cape Town. And this is what we know Cape Town about. Can you please just throw a bit more light to this? Because, Comrade Paul, we are Amazonians. We know where we come from and we know exactly where we are going to. We are proudly Amazonian. We are proud who we are. What does it mean if you can tell the brothers who have gotten themselves drafted? Indians have drafted for this award. Kenyans have drafted. People have drafted from various African countries because they are eager to go home. And the type of place they would want to visit first is Kumba, is Meme County, because of what we are talking about tonight. So what does it mean when they say Kumba has everything you'd want to get out of there? The good, the bad, the ugly. Just give us, just let us know what's that.
Kumba na the melting pot. Kumba na the melting pot. Kumba just they like they like big junction. Ma use this way, they like big Carrefour where all man they can gather for day. People they come out Konye na for Kumba. People they come on Bonge na for Kumba. People they come out Boya na for Kumba. People they come out Manfe na for Kumba. Bamenda. So Kumba na how they talk for grammar say na a metropolitan city where it accommodate everybody. Like what way you say chair talk, it accommodate the good, the bad, the ugly. If you want hear fine thing, you go here for Kumba. If you want hear bad thing, you go here for Kumba. You want hear war thing, you go here for Kumba. Now why that Kumba be famous for that toy that they talk say that birth certificate is just not be for Kumba they make that birth certificate. They know Kumba for the whole world. I mean, say for the whole, I should say even White House, they know about document for Kumba. Those are the things that make life interesting in Kumba. Those are the things. Now the thing that way they keep people alive for Kumba. Kumba, they say Kumba na head. Kumba they slice for dry season. For rain, for dry season. Kumba they slice for dry season. You just hear some better man go come for town, shake town, shake town, shake town within 1-2 months. They say, no worry, it go slice. You want to chap, choky, you don't hold it. A4. Na Kumba that, na it be say, na it be the good, the bad, the ugly. But no be Kumba make itself. I know the center point no be Kumba make itself. Mbonge, konye, na Kumba de like mami, it dey drag Mbonge for his skin, it dey drag konye bring her for his skin. So this night, konye picking them, Mbonge picking them, they get for join hand, they get for join power with people for Kumba, we picking them for Kumba, for make a difference tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. So, Comrade Fritz, did you want to add a bit of something to the good, the bad, the ugly of Cape Town, or do you want us to move on? Choice is yours.
Yes, as someone who grew up in Kumba and was born in Kumba, the leadership in Yaoundé made us to be very wise, and most people in Kumba, most children when they are growing up, you know that you don't have hope. So the only thing you can do is to what they call use your head. What does it mean by using your head? It means that if you don't use your head, it's difficult to survive. So it was very difficult for us to survive. Yes. So you go to school. See, all those boys in Kumba have their degrees. All of us went to the University of Yaoundé. We came back home, Kumba, no job. Just imagine. What can you do again? There was no way. After graduating, you stay in Kumba for 2 years, what they call Shomekam. That's another school. It's a total different school. You have to pass through Shomekam. It means that unemployment. You pass through that unemployment for some time, you have more brain how to live. Because if not, it's difficult to survive. So but guys were so fast to adapt to that system. Some of them just stay in Yaoundé, do nothing. Some come back home and just try to look for means. This is why most of them had to travel. And I can tell you that Kumba has the highest amount of bush fallers, as I can tell you that. Because when they come back home, the only way to do is to travel. Because there's no job for you, there's nothing to do, you are so frustrated, and what else do you have? Kumba, from 2016 to 2020, Kumba population abroad sent about 6 billion CFA back home. I'm telling you, if you want to calculate the statistics of MoneyGram, Western Union, Kumba population sent the highest amount of money back home. Yes. So it was that what I'm telling you, that they have to survive and to travel. That's what so there's everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, man.
No, thank you. Thank you. I think this goes back to what we have been saying from the get-go as this mess started in 2016. We said that when they did this to Kumba children, like they did to Bamenda children, to any other Amazonian child, they thought that because now orphaned, who cares? Their parents, we don't have parents, and we end where we are. They sent us out here so that they will have reason to take all of the positions, the jobs, and do all the what they want to do. Fortunately for us, and unfortunately for them, here we are. We have money, we have brains because we've studied. Even the least person who is doing a cleaning job here does it in another capacity than you would have done it at home. We have learned a lot, and that is why the time for us to take back homeland, restore our dignity, is only now. Actually, they thought that they were treating us badly. Little did they know that it was God's making. God was preparing us for this. And here we are. So we can only draft. We can only pay money and get this thing out of our way. I want to take us back to, actually, I was putting a bookmark on something you mentioned. I think that was Comrade Paul said that the road, the public works, the road conditions and so on, they are really terrible. That is not a new song because it is a song that is so in every part of Amazonia. But I want to dwell more here on something that is rare in other parts of Amazonia, which is the railway. How is the railway like? Does it really replace the bad road conditions? Is it more comfortable using the railway, the trains, and so on to do whatever transactions that you do in Boya? How is it like?
I can tell you, Mr. Comfort, that La Republique intentionally wanted us to remain in poverty.
All
That
right.
railway station is the only one that links Ambazonia. They never wanted to continue to Manfe or to Mondemba or to Limbe or to Bamenda. They just need in Kumba just so that they can transfer those goals and those cocoa and coffee very easily to Douala. So
Hmm.
that railway station is just a cabin. It's a dirty cabin, not a station. It's not a railway station. Because traveling around the world, we have seen class
I
very
know.
classful station. So
Right.
that is just like a wagon. You see, you enter inside that train, I think it's just like making noise. You have to put like an earpiece because of the noise coming out. So they have just used that train station to carry those resources that they are stealing from the timber. They take timber through that station. They take all the cocoa and coffee through that station. Voila. So that station is not. And imagine something that is managed by France. That station is being managed by that Bolloré, that French company. They are the ones sending those goods from all the coffee, cocoa, rubber, timber, all those things that are taken from that station. So the station has no benefit to us because it doesn't link any towns and villages to Amazonia.
Hmm.
Only leave Mbanga to Cuba. That's it. So they never wanted to continue it to Manfe, to Mondemba, or to Limbe. But they can link up Amazonia. I think that
Right.
will be one of a very good project for us to carry out when we get our restoration.
Mm-hmm. I think everything that these people, if you can permit me, please to chip in. I just feel like talking at times. So if everything that these people do to us is kind of premeditated. Comrade Paul was just complaining something that was a heated one when I had Lady Casey here. We spent almost half of the show talking about what happened in school from when we were primary school children to secondary university to back when I was a teacher. They will give us a school, and then 80% of these children are who they are. They come from their country. They cannot repair the railway, which is the only thing that we have out there and all of those things, all they need, they just manage what they have to tap what they need, to suck the nectar out of us and leave us just with the carcasses, you know. And so we can only say it's over. And say it's over doesn't mean me using my lips to say it is over. You say it is over by splashing dollars. You can only say it is over with money. Money speaks. So let us say it is over because we are no longer interested for anybody to build some railway station for us. We are no longer interested for anybody to develop any seaports for us and whatever because we are more than capable of doing this. I just know that if tomorrow they say it is finished and we get back home, in the next 10 years, people will visit Amazonia and think that they are in Dubai. In the next 10 years, people will visit Amazonia and think they are in Singapore because, yes, we are capable. So when you say we are the never again generation, the spelling of never again is DOLLA, dollar. Let us spell never again. Change the spelling from never again to dollar and then you splash it out. I will get these people out of our land. I think that is the reason for which we are here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you have joined us, remember to share. Share widely and extensively. Let us rub minds together and see how we conclude it with Meme County before we bring in our 13th, which is ABC Amber TV next week. So that said, I don't know. Can we still look at one thing? Because these are things that they are good to know. You don't know how much I learn on county roads, and nobody can stop me. So I would like us to quickly do a brief one on this. Who are the Bafor people? And if you could briefly tell us the history of the Bafor people, Comrade Paul, please.
Uh, I'll transfer that question to the spokesman.
All right. Over to you, spokesman. If you can, please just give us a
Yeah,
quick one about the Bafo people because that's what we hear most, and maybe a brief history about that. We really want to know. That is where we come from. That is home for us. Thank you.
yeah. So the history of the Bafo people can be retraced from the great Sambengwe, from the Mbo Plains, you know, who settled in the what they call the Kokobuma area, that has this Kokobuma is one of those Bafo villages, so which
Yeah.
Kumba came from that name. So the name of this hunter is Midiki, who moved to Kumba and create that name. The name that was called before was Ekumba, you know, but since back then they had to change it to Kumba because that was a Portuguese way of calling it, to
Mm-hmm.
Kumba. So, but the actual name was Ekumba, you know. So that's how most of those Bafo villages, after Mediki settled in Kumba, before all the other Bafo families started coming now to Kumba, and that's how Kumba came about. But it was long ago, coming from the Portuguese, that the Portuguese also named in Cameroon, Rio dos Cameros. So they had been moving into these areas and they came across this hunter. Mediki, if you go to Kumba, in the center of Kumba, just beside in the middle of Kumba's central town, you see a statue there. That's a statue of Mediki. That's the
Mm-hmm.
founder of Kumba. Yes.
Okay.
So Kumba has been very popular because of his central nature, and I can tell you that most of the Bafo people, because they are very welcoming people, they are very kind people, Kumba has become so metropolitan, because of the Bafo people's welcomeness. And being it's surrounded with Bakundu people, surrounded with Balong people, Kumba being surrounded with Barombi people. People don't even know that Bafo people are the founders of, with the chief, the popular chief Mukete. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, people just come to Kumba. They don't believe that Kumba is it's founded by the Bafo or the son of the soils. But that said, we are very grateful growing in Kumba because we realize that it gives us a sense of multiculturalism. Living in a town where there are so many tribes, many
Mm-hmm.
ethnic groups, and that's what makes Kumba so beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that historical piece. So, this takes us to the real thing why we are here tonight. As if everybody has been keeping records like I do, and if my memory is not failing me, I would say the Ambazonia Restoration Forces of Meme County are one of the finest we've got, one of the most resilient boys and girls we've got out there because we know them, we know their activities, we know what they have been doing. So tell us, Comrade Paul, what is the award, the Ambazonia Award draft, going to mean to our boys and girls back home?
Before let me chip something on the historical aspect of the Bafo people. I know we are supposed to talk. We have also I think the Oroko, the Bakundu people. We also
Mm-hmm.
have, we have the Balong people that forms part of the Meme County. And then the irony about the Medikis is that, in Kumba, we have the Bafo settlement, like in Kumba town. We call them, where they settle most is Kumba town. And then
Mm-hmm.
from Fiango, which is around the Metaquarter Bridge, go down, they call it the Stranger Quarter, because there you have Hausa Quarters, Fiango. The irony about the Medikis is that the family house of the Medikis is right in the heart of Fiango, which is the Stranger, which is the Stranger Quarter. That is where the pa finally settled. He died, settled the brothers, the 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 generation, the next generation of that pa, the
Mm-hmm.
pa Chief Mediki, who founded Kumba. That in the house is opposite, the family house is opposite the Silima Concord, the former Silima Concord of Kumba. I think that is where it is. Now, it to show you the metropolitan nature. Kumba is interwoven. And now, when I come now to the war draft, why we are here, the war draft, if we see from the onset of the inception of the self-defense forces, one of the most outstanding in the southern zone, they come from Kumba. They come from Meme. We see even the late General Ives is from Meme. We see it's a pity, but I just have to call his name. We see the likes of the failed Nambere is from Meme. He's a child from Meme, even though Kupe Manenguba, but from Meme, he grew up in Meme. So you see, these are the people, they laid the foundation of the self-defense forces. They started something, they encourage others. And Kumba has been the finest. Kumba has brought up the finest. Now, not only Kumba, because I don't want us to center so much on Kumba, but we have to tell the people of Mbonge, where we had the likes of General Divine, may his soul rest in peace. We have the likes of General Sam, may his soul rest in peace. And we have the brave who is still alive at the moment, working actively. We also go to Konye. We have people, they work in the Konye locality. We have a vibrant force. These are the people that reinforces Kumba. These are the people that come to the assistance of Kumba when things are like want to shake. You see, sometimes, you remember the last time when the Okada people said they are going to do this, they are going to do that. No, there was a combined force. Konya had to send some, Mbonge had to send some for what? For back up that shooting case. This is why the force in Kumba is very active. We go the Meme Fako Black Tar along Ediki, Mabuji. You see, we have our Supreme Commander somewhere along the Meme Fako Black Tar. They back up the road. They sanction what is coming in and what is going out.
All right.
We have the finest. And now is the time. Now is the time. When they talk about self-defense forces in the South, Kumba has the finest.
All right.
Kumba has the finest. So now is the time for us to wake up from sleep to
Okay. Unfortunately, he's frozen. So, Comrade Fritz, if you could take up from where he just maybe ended and say it in your own words once again. I know that we have talked about this a while ago, but we want to say it over and over again. What is the Ambazonia War Draft going to mean to the Ambazonia Restoration Forces of Meme County?
Yes, we want to tell the people of Meme that we have suffered a lot. You know, there's most death, most burnings of villages, most killings have taken place in Meme County. I can tell you that Mami Api, the son of Mami Api, all these other people who have been massacred in Kwa, in Bole, in Fue Bakundu, going right to Bikundu, all those villages there witnessed some sort of massacre. And there is no one family in Meme that can tell us that they have not suffered this kind of killings and burnings, you know. So this draft comes in for this purpose, to give our boys the necessary materials for them to stand up for their self-defense, for the liberty that they must cherish. You know, that is the basic need that the United Nations asks us. Defend yourself in case of any kind of enemy. Defend yourself, you know, in the heart of the den of the lion, because if somebody comes to your house and attacks you, you sit quiet. How can you sit quiet? In the Bible asks you to fight back. There is no place that the Bible says, no, sit quiet. Fight back, because it's only when you fight back that you can win that battle. And Meme has stood up. Meme respects Gold Stand. Meme respects everything that the interim government is carrying out. And that's why I will just give the people of Meme kudos and ask them that this draft is for them, it's for their protection, it's for their safety, and it's for their security. And because all the draft money is going to ground zero for these boys. It's not the interim government's money, it's not anybody's money. The money is going to sponsor all the restoration forces on the ground and all the volunteer fighters. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, like you rightly said, God believes, and God of the Israelites is a mighty man in battle. He is the God of Gideon. He's the one who gave him, he said, reduce the number of men to this because I will fight for you. So it's not a joke. Like they say, it's a God ordained struggle, and we trust God while we fight because God Himself, He's a mighty man in battle. So there's no excuse for anybody not to give their money because they think that nobody leave God out of this, because God knows that we own the land and we can only recuperate it by force. And so that is not something that we want to really think that somebody should give us an excuse not to give. So like I was listening to Amber Focus a few days ago, I heard Comrade Larry. I think he was making a comment on the fact that we have heard of late. There is this audio circulating that when I listened to it, I really wept because there are words we use on social media. We think that they end there, but we don't know that they are actually reality. Somebody opens a discussion by saying, fellow blacklegs, and then he makes the presentation he made, actually executing a tutorial on how to fraud, on how to scam and distort our business. So this is really sad. And there's like, if we just mentioned the Bible a while ago, let's go back to it. To every Nehemiah, if you know who Nehemiah was in the Bible, to every Nehemiah there is always a Sambalat, and you see them really glaring clear, because it was really sad. I had goosebumps on me when I heard him say, dear black legs. And it was a powerful presentation, a powerful tutorial on how to steal and make and handicap your people so that they make sure that they are going to be killed and remain in slavery. What do we have to tell these kind of people? What kind of a strong message can you send to them? Comrade Paul, you go first.
Yeah. Uh, there's a word I usually say in Pidgin: prayer for sorry. These are people, we don't need to give them attention. Let me tell you people something. I don't even focus on things like that. I don't even give them the attention that they desire. It's just a trick that they play it and they send it out. Now what they want to cause is for us to upset our system. Let Ambazonians understand. They want us to upset our system now. They want us to go now, begin to check our security. What password do we do this? No, we are not going to. We are focused. We have been using the same paper and whatsoever, and things have been flowing. We have from the first county till the 12th county. Now we are the 13th, and now they want to come in now to say you should check this, and this is what we do. Black leg. I'm sorry. Let me tell you, if it's for real, they will not send it out. They will keep it in their house and they work on it. But it's because they want to trick us, because they know we like things like that. It will cause us to panic. Ambazonians, don't fall for dirty tricks like that. That is not. When I listened to it, nothing even came to my mind. It was like, who is this joker? And I saw some people were like, well, it's serious. I said, what is serious? My paper is there. If hackers want to hack, they will hack without telling you. For example, I think last week, the Twitter account of Obama, the Twitter account of some rich people, some very wealthy people, even I think the Joe Biden and some other billionaires, their accounts were hacked for 30 minutes and hundreds of dollars were collected by the hackers. They did not tell you and me what the trick that they use. No. If you want to hack somebody, you don't tell that person. But if you want to destabilize somebody, you tell that person and you make that person go crazy and panic. No, it will not work like that. Fellow Amazonians, don't be fooled. We are so excited because we love to hear things and get mad and crazy about it. We are focused. It is the work of the draft. The draft has made Yaoundé mad. The draft has made Black Legs to be mad. The draft has made the international community to be confused. What I have to say on that is no event. Amazonians, be focused. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Paul. Before I hand over the microphone to Comrade Fritz, because I would really like to hear what he has, what his own stance, his own position on that, I would rather have another way of looking. I respect your own how you approach it, but to be honest, we have 8 million Amazonians. People are working hard to get themselves drafted all the way from home. Even back here, there is an elderly lady who wanted to support our county. You know, she supported Dongamanto with 30 pounds. She had to leave home on it was a rainy day, I'll not forget, to go to the bank because she does not even know how all of these internet things function. Imagine that she goes there and finds herself the email has been corrupted and she doesn't know, and she picks up the other one because she sees Ambazonia in it and thinks that is the right one. So as from my own perspective, I cannot take this lying down because we don't know already how many people would have been struggling to pay and their money goes the wrong way. Their hard-earned money goes the wrong direction just because of these people who are out there making sure that we remain in slavery forever, something that will never happen. So this said, before you give or while you give your position on this, Comrade Fritz, I would like the two of you to make it clear what is the information that is on your payment platforms. What is the email address and so on? Read it out. Let's talk about this. What do you actually think about this? This attitude, like the audio like one we heard. Because remember, before I drop, please remember that the last couple we have had we have been hosting two counties where people who are against or what we call the enemy in the house, they also created parallel payment platforms with different email addresses just to direct or to misdirect our money. It doesn't work. There's no way you want to reap from where you did not sow. And as from me as an individual, I can't take it lying down because it can work. So many people are struggling with the internet knowledge and so on, and they are really eager to pay. I'll not really sweat like this and pay, and it goes to an enemy. So, what do you think, Secretary? Sorry, Comrade Fritz.
Before Comrade Fritz, please, Comrade Fritz, just give me 30 seconds to explain something. Now, it's because we have information gullibility in Ambazonia. Let me tell you something. We have platforms that carry credible payment option. We have platforms. We have the ABC, Amber TV. It has the payment order of all the 13 counties. It carries it. If you want to go and draft, 90% is in the diaspora. We have credible activists. You go to their platforms, you go to their pages, you will see the reliable information, payment method and modes, where to go to where, who to pay to what. Our numbers are open for you to get directed. So many people contact me from behind, asking me, I want this payment option, I want this, and I give it to them. You see, even if they never came out with it, there are some people who will still, out of, I can put it, overdone every day for all sides, where they call and say overdone Nambu. So it's just, I accept your opinion that we have to be vigilant, but if we get the right information from the right source, we will never fall in traps like that. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that time, Comrade Fritz.
right, thanks. Let's hear what Comrade Fritz wants to say about that, please.
I just want to let them know that if they want to live from blacklegs to scammers, then they will be falling prey to the FBI, because these international method of payment are very recognized by the international community. So they will be arrested. Seriously. So anyone doing those audios, and all of them are hiding. That's the funniest thing that they're doing.
Right.
They, are, they don't do audios and come and show their face because they know that they're doing the wrong thing. I don't see why you'll be hiding if you're doing the right, So we have put measures in place, security measures in place. The best way to pay is to know your LGA. That's why this county by county, LGA by LGA is very important. You cannot be in a Momo and you are calling somebody from Meme. Call your LGA. Your local government is there. Call them that you want to pay. But they'll tell you, they'll send you the PayPal or the bank information or the cash app method to pay. It's as simple as that. Don't fall prey to any kind of payment method, But those security measures are there. That's why the best and safer way to pay that we have been announcing all over the place is that if you have doubts about the measures of payment, you can call the ABC TV, you can call Secretary Peace, you can call Sister Comfort, you can call your local government chair, you can call them. They're ready for you. Pick up your calls and you can make your payment very, very safe. So don't fall for those scammers, because they call us scammers. They're all scammers. Why are they hiding and giving back bad information? That funny one called my country people. They're all scammers because they're hiding and because they know that they're doing the wrong thing. If you are doing the right thing, you won't be hiding behind the place all the time. Yeah.
Right. Okay, yes, thank you so much. I think we just needed to belabor it a little bit in order to get ourselves well informed, well equipped, because no one wants their sweat to be wasted. I'm
For sure.
sweating and
For sure.
and, and doing all I can because I want this money to go rightly to where it's destined for.
Right.
This is very, very important. So that said, one to add to what Comrade Fritz and Comrade Paul have said, fellow Ambazonians and dear sympathizers, you can pay equally through the Central Treasury, all of the platforms at AmbaGov, Ambazonia Foundation, and so on. But do the right thing. When you go to the place where they ask for reference, put it there that you are paying this money to Meme County. If you want to pay directly to Kumba, a local government area, say Meme Kumba, say Meme Konye, Meme Mbonge, and so on. Because this money, if you are from Mbonge, you pay in your $1,000. It is going to be spent on the Amber Restoration Forces of Konye local government area. It is going to be spent on the humanitarian situation to rescue the humanitarian situations of Konye local government area. So pay your money, give all the necessary directives, and your money will go to the destination, to exactly where it's meant to be. And that said, do not pay your money and stay outside. Find out, where can I get the WhatsApp group where Meme people are meeting, so that you follow up. I paid my $1,000. What is happening to it? Why is this and that happening? Because when you ask on Facebook, you get the Facebook type of answer. But come
Yes.
home,
You
come
get
home,
comments.
discuss inside the house. In there can be a lot of punching, there could be a lot of fighting, and so on. But that is where it's supposed to be, because that is the only way it can happen. That is what happens in a family. Come there, ask questions, and that is how we make it home. So that said, we are gradually moving towards the end of this show. And before we come, we would like to open the lines even for a few minutes to see if people have any contributions. But meanwhile, we would like the technician to just put up maybe a piece of music. Let's just shake it up before we come back and finally round up. So a piece of music for us, please, as we prepare. If you have a question to ask, you should be ready to call, or you type it. If you don't feel like calling, type it, and hopefully we see it. I'm going to pick it up, and I think Comrade Paul and Comrade Fritz are very, very ready to to answer your questions. Ask for any clarifications, or you call in to support to ask questions. We are ready for you tonight because we need to make it happen in Cape Town tomorrow, you know. So, like our president says once again, if these people cannot respect themselves and walk out, they will force them to run. Just imagine the scenery, watch them run out of homeland. And it's going to happen because we're capable of doing that. We can do it because we've got all what it takes. We've got all what it takes to send them out of homeland. We've got all what it takes to reconstruct homeland, to re-erect all the ruins and make it look beautiful as it is supposed to be. So let's be ready for Kumba for Kumba. I already apologized before we started that if you hear me recurrently talking about Kumba, I'm referring here to Meme County. So nobody should take it personal if I keep talking about Kumba. I'm talking here about Meme County. So please, let's continue. Let's get prepared here. Like Bamenda, you know, when they say it's a
You are
Bamenda,
in
let's
love. You are in love with Kumba.
well, you can say that again because just like I'm in love with I'm just in love with it because I don't even know Kumba, so I can't wait to go back home. That's why I'm asking a lot of questions because I need to keep it out, you know. Why not? Yes. So that is just it. If we have anything while we wait for our great technician to give us a quick one before we go ahead. Then, if you have something to discuss, what there's something that I just had in mind. Paul, why did you distract me? You say I'm in love with. Who tells you are not in love in Tonga Mountain? Milk. So, yeah. So, yeah. So
No,
there is. So
be-
yeah. Carry on. Carry
before
on.
before before we go for break, I just want to tell. Before we go for the short break, I just want to tell the people of Konye why they have to draft.
Yes.
I want to ask the people of Konye. May I ask you now, country people for Konye? If you come up Konye, you don't leave you don't leave Manfe Park. You do go Konye. You. I want to ask you, say when you reach Ekliwindi, you go Diongo, you do go Sute, you do go down for where my side then day. You come up for where for Baduma, all that side that you don't pass. Una get road for that side. Una dey suffer every day for the past 58 years. Una no get road. But the amount of cocoa wey dey comot for una place, the amount of timber wey dey comot for una place, I mean say even light so no dey Konye light. Na generator from one corner to the other. No whether finally don't even sorry them bring light. Light not even there. But the amount of money, the amount of na cash crop, na wait the amount of thing wey dey comot from Konye, e go outside. Una know why that railway dey end for Kumba? Una know say timber e dey na for down 3 corner side dey, for railway side dey. Timber dey na only for that place. Marketing board be there for day, so railway be get for be for that place. So that as e dey enter that timber, e dey enter marketing board, train dey carry and go direct for Douala. Dey no stop for Boya. That train no dey stop for Boya. That train dey stop na only for Ediki. You wan hear don stop for Chankwata. E no stop for no other big. Make una no city where they move out of una land. Right. People for Konye, if una dey hear me today, una dey hear me now, una woke up for sleep. Now na time we will get for support this speaking the way they dey for Konye, where they don't take sticks for defend motherland, for make sure to get we own road for Konye. Now na the time. Now na the time for support, for tell this speaking they say we are ready to assist you guys till the end. Now na the time for fight for that bad road, for fight for that economic exploitation where una don dey suffer for the past 58 years. Now not the time. This draft will the draft. Now your own contribution for stop the economic exploitation from La Republic. Now not the time for stop the marginalization. Una get which better school for day, which better infrastructure, no industry, no enterprise, nothing. You know they konye, nothing. But una know what una the gap for La Republic. So now not the time. That $1,000 will the draft, not just the beginning for the end. So may all konye people where they hear me, make una woke up for sleep. This thing not before take play. Would the talk draft not before take play? This one is serious business. I go come from Bonge own before we go end for Kumba. Thank you now.
Yeah, thank you. I think while we are waiting, televiewers, you already know the county route number. If not, I will read this to you while we wait. If we are fortunate for the technician to know that we need a piece of music, he's going to do that. But for now, the telephone number is +44 746 0266 516. So if you feel like calling, you can call +44 74 602 66516. So meanwhile, Comrade Paul, I like the fact that you have brought this back to appeal to the conscience of our people. You know, we are only reminding them these roads, we have been asking for them for about 6 decades now, and they are never coming. Unfortunately, we don't need the roads anymore, you know. So we are only telling our brothers and sisters here, especially sons and daughters from Meme County, that the shoulder or the burden is on your shoulder. When we say we're getting ourselves drafted tomorrow, it is about you and your brothers and sisters. It is about you to bring what you have. I will say this here every day. I sit here to talk our word. I will talk to the sons and daughters of this county. Let us know, how much do you need? I need $10 million. How much do you have? I have $7 million, and I need you, friends, sympathizers, in-laws, and lovers of Ambazonia or of Meme County to make it up for me. So that said, sons and daughters of Meme County, if you cannot draft because the roads will never be constructed, because we don't want it, we want to do it by ourselves. Secondly, let us draft and give meaning to the blood of our people. Can you just draft such that Mami Api will finally get to rest, because her blood is still out there. The stains of that blood will always be on the floor until we go home. And not until we go home, Mami Api will never go to rest. Not until we go home, we cannot give meaning to the blood of our generals who have fallen, as Comrade Paul was naming them here. We have a long list of them, you know. So what are you doing about this? Can you pay, such that baby matter, if baby matter will not go to rest, I feel so sad for the parents of this baby, because they themselves is a very young couple from the pictures I saw. But these two, they can't have peace, they can't rest, they can't smile, because the moment they want to smile, I am sitting here and talking about baby matter. Why did baby matter die? She was shot in the head. She was barely half a year old. Why were other babies fried in hot oil? Can we give money just because of this? It's not a joke. We're not just here to find out the history or to do some civics or whatever we want to call it, find out about before and what is Gay Town and the good, the bad, the ugly. Some of these things we can find out inside Cartier. But sitting here and doing this is to know where we come from, know what we have gone through, and we want to put a stop to this, because what our forefathers saw, what we have seen, we cannot afford to let our children go through this. We can only stop it by getting ourselves drafted. So if you are a child of Kumba, if you grew up in Kumba, if you schooled in Kumba, if you did business in Kumba, like our brother who got a store, he had a store in Douala, he would trade Kumba, Douala, and so on. The time is now. Let us get it done. Let's make it happen, because we are capable of doing that. So, Comrade Fritz, I don't know if you have something to add to that while we wait. If there is anybody who would like to call, the phone number is as plus 447460266516. So 447460266516. So if you would like to
Meki masuro selwaka iyo miso maboka imasuro selwaka iyo miso omeki masuro selwaka iyo miso nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo miso Chief Mokete Joseph Nebale Ebolimbao imameki masuro selwaka iyo miso maboka imasuro selwaka iyo miso omameki masuro selwaka iyo miso nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo miso Chief Honorable Motasembo David bana bapangani jasowara ekondo jasowara imameki masuro selwaka iyo miso nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo miso jasowara ekondo jasowara imameki masuro selwaka iyo miso nabana ondaboro selwaka iyo miso Tata Kalo ID Banyangi ontiko Bana ba meme ontiko Batata na baia ontiko Nabana ontiko Ekondo miyamba Ekondo miyamba Jaso wala Jaso wala Pastor Elagwe Esoe Nota jekeli kanyangi ontiko Bana ba meme ontiko Batata na baia ontiko Nabana ontiko Ekondo miyamba Ekondo miyamba Jaso wala Jaso wala Tatangi mani obase Oke sananga yo Imameki masue Omeki masue Imameki masue Imameki masue Omeki masue Serwaka hiya omiso Nabana ondaboro serwaka hiya omiso Imameki masue Omeki masue Imameki masue Ebeno omeki masue Omeki masue Serwaka hiya omiso Nabana ondaboro serwaka hiya omiso One, two, allez, three, four. Let's Mokete King Solomon. Fire! Give money, don't money. Give money, don't money. Give money, give money, don't money. Give money, don't money. Ayok Nyanga International, Ire Bagari, Among, Edok Yete.
Asori mega, Johnson kina vota. Asori mega, Johnson kina Asori mega, Johnson kina voma. Asori mega, Johnson kina Asori mega, Johnson kina vota. Asori mega, Johnson kina Asori mega, Johnson kina voma. Asori mega, Johnson kina Ekatikero, Johnson kina vota. Toto welcome, Johnson kina Ekatikero, Johnson kina voma. Toto welcome, Johnson kina
Arresta Michel Okole Sakwe.
vota na voma. Mega ibri, wanda ma wonya ama sari. Kamu pio atone ngiri, atone bebente, atone mpa. Awo temsiba wo mbankam. Sero bebe mbonyo. Boba mfero ngokati. Sero bebe mbonyo. Vota na voma Johnson kina. Mega ibri. Oh no.
Gama Vinge, Mwerentoma Yokanga International.
Arresta Piaget.
Oh no!
President iya Dr. Clementine Ebenye Nanje. Oka United States of America. Iya Oka Isananga Ido. Give money. Don't quali. Give money. Don't quali. Give money. Well, when the man award them go. Evoke Kiaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are welcome back from the musical break. And thank you for being there. Thank you once again for staying tuned. We are actually gradually rounding up with the show. So, in the absence of any calls, Comrade Paul, if you would like to go first, please. You have 1.5 minutes to round up. What do you find important tonight? What do you want people to take home as far as a draft of tomorrow is concerned? So thank you, please. Comrade Paul. You are muted, please. Comrade Paul, unmute yourself.
Are you getting me?
Yes, now.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. You know what? That 1 hour, that 1 minute 30 seconds, I for scratch my throat. But I go talk the small one where I get for talk. I go direct this time now for people from Bonge.
All
I know
right.
say for come up from Bonge, go reach right for Mundemba. Road no day, nothing no day. They don't the full we. We get pamo for that side, but we chop third class oil. We get pamo, we chop third class oil, third food feed class oil itself. Because they don't full we for 58 years. Just say they go continue for the full we again. We want chop that first class oil. And now not the time. I don't want salute with brave general from Bonge. Where they fight, they defend the land every day. Where they don't carry stick. And that one tell picking them from Bonge. Say when I know they don't destroy the home Bonge from Nake. Kwakwa Nake Bole. When I know mami happy. Where tomorrow will they advocate for the defense of what they be doing for mami happy. Picking them from Bonge, una they sleep for diaspora, una sleep fine. Una know say the home Bonge then inside bush. Una sabi so fine no. Una know say the home Bonge. Kwa they know to stay for their village again. Nake people don't to stay for their village. Bole people don't to stay for their village. You dey sleep, you there for diaspora, you dey sleep fine. So you remember say these people they go for how long they go continue for the sleep for forest. People from Bonge say they know they live in any safety. I no want talk by Fue Bakundu, by Panya, by Kuke, by Sombe, all that places and so I no want talk about them because military don't invade that. I no want talk Bua Bakundu, Bumbele, Bobanda. I no want talk all that side because military don't take over. Una go leave that. Una go live with people continue for the sleep for inside bush. For how long now? Now the time this way you go draft for send this military away. We get for make Bonge ungovernable.
Right.
Now not the time.
Can we just answer one call from home, please?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. County Road, hello?
Yeah. Good evening once more.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm calling from Ground Zero.
Welcome to County Roads.
Thank you. I just wish to appreciate you guys for your good work. I want to reassure you that Ground Zero is so proud of you, and Ground Zero is in support of whatsoever that is going on the drafting. We are very, very happy because you guys over there are doing a very, very great work. And we want to assure you that we are behind you and we are going to draft. We are going to draft as well. So we are not going to be left out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just wish to send this message. Let everyone be rest assured that Ground Zero is going to draft and is going to take a lot of people by surprise of what this drive is going to become, because 60 to 70% of us here in Ground Zero, we are preparing and we are rallying and we are doing underground work to make sure that this vision of this job is achieved, and we are going to do that, and we are going to chip in the little that we have. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That is very, very encouraging. I think
That's
you are the
very
people who really
wonderful.
push this,
Yeah,
because
man,
this is
that's
really great kind of support to us. It's very encouraging to us. Thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah. Stay safe. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Okay. So let's go. Um, Comrade Fritz, you want to round up?
Yeah, yes, Comrade Paul said it all. What I want us to tell my people for Meme, say this time is the last chance we will get them. Because if we don't win this war, then we will remain slave forever. So I
Right.
want just tell them, say, this draft now for our boys and our self-volunteer defense forces on the ground, make they defend homeland, make they defend our beautiful and very nice Meme. If they remain abroad, they talk say they no be Amazonians, then I go challenge them this Sunday. Now this Sunday we go prove that people where they come out Kumba, the people where they come out Kunye, the people where they come out Bonge. Don't na for mob where you go say I be Kumba man. Now na
Right.
action time. Tomorrow for
For
ABC
real.
TV, this
For
same
real.
TV, we want challenge all bush follow them. Kumba has the highest amount of bush follower abroad, highest amount. And for statistics, what we give on that first time, they send billions of dollars every time. From 2016 to 2020, it will be like almost 6 billion. Yes, where they only transfer for Western Union and MoneyGram. If you imagine, the one support, they go support. But one just tell them, say, tomorrow, now 1,000 where they pay, you get means if you pay 50 or 200, then you pay the rest in 4 installment or installment. And they will give you some certification. When that certification, they prove say you don't pay your draft. My way, one be anonymous, or for those other pleasures, the way they want pledge, they get way they will give them. When you pay, then they will give you that they will show say you don't pay. That when we don't be restored, we don't restore our country. When you come for that border, we go our border police them, our custom officers, the way they go ask you all this paperwork them. That is why we say all things will be computerized. That when you call your name, they just tap them. When you call your number, they just tap them. It will be in a very easy way with the start bill. So because where they go digital, that is what they call digital well. So we together all things for digital. We man no come for border tomorrow. You know, see name. Say I be pay. So we'll avoid all those kind of security issues. Them, we'll get what team way they will do or cyber. Yeah, those are cyber things. Cyber security.
Right.
All countries now they do that one for their system. We'll pledge for interim government may they work on cyber security aspect so that make people that data be safe, make people their money be safe, so that any man get that the access to pay safely. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Comrade Paul and Comrade Fritz, for honoring our invitation. It was really a great pleasure having you here tonight. And we hope that as a formidable force, as a great team, we are going to make it happen in Kumba tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. And please think Kumba. Set your hearts, find a reason to get yourself drafted or to support Kumba
After it.
financially. Search your pockets and get every dollar, fetch every dollar in your pocket, put it on the table for Kumba. Let us redirect all the millions we've been sending home, all the billions. Let's put all of them now on table and make it happen. We are capable of making Kumba or Meme County and Amazonia ungovernable to la République to Cameroon, and we are capable of making it governable to us ambassadors.
People from Meme, una Eritreans and they will not go back for their country again. People from Meme, people then there for Eritrea where they not go back for their country. Oh.
All right, thank you. I think they heard you well. We all know this story. There's no need to overemphasize. Thank you, and see you again really soon. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Un volant de plaisir et peut-être du James encore. Une aboro corripe. Et nous comment? Bato e basu boroko yima se roko e. Se rono konye miago se mokana nie denye wo. Deni roko ke miago nie denye. Bato e basu boroko yima se roko. Se rono konye miago se mokana nie denye wo. Deni roko ke miago nie denye. Ouais. Mamweni denye denye. Deni sokane ni akoni deni. Oroko deni deni. Deni sokane ni akoni deni. Mande mango masi wani tete one wo paradis. Oroko moto na moko. Abena mbonge bakungubi mabatanga. Ekombe marondo bananga, marondo baliko bakoko. Corona barombi, ise moto moko Miango marofoni. Marueri, yekori umara kake. Na bane bawi sangele, na koro. Moto asuna kafenda, ise basusu moto na moko. Mbale. Matane koneri na jumae. Ya. Ewa kona ngambo, tomate boye. Onyona bema beni, mabe mora ketete. Seba moroko, dosa koroko. Domwene ise mene. Let us learn to help each other. What is akesere wabuo unyamoneke famoto wasaru wakaemae orogo let us love each other. He's a nice he's a nice he's a nice he's a nice Bayake basake mosaki mwasumene comme ça. Comme ça, comme ça. Comme ça, comme ça, comme ça. That's right. Ima bato basusu bayake basake mosaki mwasumene comme ça. ça, comme ça. Il m'a comme ça, comme ça, comme ça. Bato basusu bayake basake mosaki mwasu mende comme ça. Comme ça, comme ça. Kumba, comme ça, comme ça, comme ça. That's right. Ima bato basusu bayake basake mosaki mwasu mende comme ça. Comme ça, comme ça. Ima comme ça, comme ça, comme ça. Mosaki mwasu mende. Yeah. Kumba. On recompile de oboso. Basusu bayake basake mosaki mwasu mende comme ça. Comme ça, comme ça. Ima comme ça, comme ça, comme ça.